Hey guys, good morning. Happy Monday, and welcome to my weekly astrological forecast. This is the forecast for the week of October 8th, 2018, and this is also going to serve as my new moon video for the month because we launched this week on Monday with this lovely Libra new moon. Really nice to have a new moon at the beginning of the week because a new moon, of course, is associated with new beginnings. It's kind of wiping the slate clean. It's an energy clearance, giving us a really nice opportunity at a fresh start. And with a Libra new moon, we're looking at new beginnings within our interpersonal relationships and achieving balance and harmony within these relationships. This new moon is also square to Pluto, which is the planet of transformation. So we can be looking at the perfect platform for really magical transformation within our relationships as well. So finding harmony within our relationships, of course, brings up subtle energetic contracts or unspoken agreements that we have between us and other people. So, for example, if I give a friend a ride to the airport, there's this general unspoken agreement that the next time I need a ride or a small favor that friend will step up and help me out. Or, if you host dinner at your place for your friends, there's possibly this unspoken hope that the next time they'll offer to host at theirs, these types of things. So there are these ongoing, constant, energetic contracts that we have within our relationships. And when both parties are participating equally and they're meeting halfway, then things flow very smoothly. Both parties feel seen and understood and honored and everything's great. But of course, this isn't always the case. And when we have a Libra moon, we can have our attention drawing to places where there is an energetic imbalance. And Libra is all about correcting this imbalance, both parties coming together to reach some kind of understanding and peaceful resolution to these perceived imbalances. So, of course, this can mean having some kind of conversation to draw attention to these imbalances. And we still have Mercury in the last degrees of Libra, so this is a really nice placement to have very peaceful and understanding, objective and pragmatic conversations to come to some kind of resolution. And when we understand the karmic intent behind Libra, we understand that these conversations where we have to address imbalances or even subtle character flaws within others that we're interacting with, we understand that these conversations are not only supposed to happen, but they're really necessary for growth on both ends. Because Libra is the stage of the evolutionary journey of the soul where the being takes on a relationship with another person for the first time. And the purpose of doing so is to experience the mirror effect or the reflection of values, belief systems, opinions between you and that other person. So this is the entire evolutionary purpose of this archetype and this energy, is to have these contrasting views, but to be able to do so with the wisdom and understanding that you don't need to necessarily agree, but you can come to a place of understanding and both sides can be heard and honored from their viewpoint and their standpoint. And Libra opposes Aries, which is the self. So there's also this element within this moon of taking personal responsibility for our own role in these energetic contracts. So really good new moon to take a moment, drop in, and feel into the energetic relationships in your life. Is there a place where you're possibly falling short? Is there a friend who's been reaching out and you haven't had the time to respond? Really good new moon to make that connection and correct that imbalance. Or is there someone that you've owed money? Really good moon to pay that person back and thank them and achieve that balance there as well. And within any Libra energy, this is also just finding balance in a certain area of life. So you might be just looking at your own daily routine, your health, your habits, and deciding that maybe there's a give or take that could happen to achieve more harmony therein as well. Then we will leave our new moon behind on Tuesday the 9th, and we will have Mercury enter Scorpio. So when the collective Mercury was in Libra, once again, it was more so about hearing the other side and coming to a place of understanding. When the collective Mercury enters Scorpio, it's less about trying to find peace and more about trying to get to the bottom of things and uncover the truth, which is, of course, not always peaceful. Collective Mercury in Scorpio is the sleuth-like probing mind. It likes to probe the depths, uncover secrets. It's a time of disclosure. I don't know if you guys have made the connection yet, but we actually saw the initiation of the Me Too movement when Jupiter entered Scorpio. And then when Venus went into Scorpio and began her descent into the underworld recently, we saw even more of a surge of sexual secrets coming to the surface. And I think throughout this week, we might see that gain speed even more because we have a lot of Scorpio happening this week. Because then we have the moon enter Scorpio on Tuesday as well. So the moon and Mercury will be conjunct, which means our emotions, our deeply felt feelings will be very closely intertwined with our thoughts and our communications. And there might be a lot of things coming up to be talked about, a lot of emotional intensity, and a lot of potential for transformation throughout these conversations. It will also be opposing, the moon and Mercury will also be opposing Uranus. So this is revolution, rebellion, value systems changing dramatically as a result of some of this shadow work. Then the moon in Scorpio will conjunct Venus retrograde in Scorpio on Wednesday, and then conjunct Pluto on Thursday. Thursday as well, we will have the Sun square Pluto. This is a very, very powerful signature. The Sun is our identity. It is our ego. It is our personality. It is how we shine. And that is going to be squaring the dark master teacher of transformation, Pluto in Capricorn. So this is potentially total rebirth of the identity, total personal transformation end of this week. Possibly as a result, again, of all of the emotional stuff that came up when the moon went to conjunct Mercury and Venus and Jupiter. And then we will close out the week with Sag moon on Friday and Saturday, and then Capricorn moon on Sunday conjunct Saturn. It's a little bit of earth there to kind of ground and anchor at the end, but I'm not going to lie, there's a lot of water and a lot of emotional stuff going on midweek. And to use a saying that my tattoo artist so eloquently says to me sometimes, love you, Philip, he tells me to lean into the pain. And I think that that's kind of the essence of this week, recognizing that when we are faced with an uncomfortable situation, we, of course, have the choice. We can either run from it, try to deny it, or count down the minutes until it's going to be over, or we can lean into it. We can confront it. We can face it, and we can then really dissolve into the intensity of the experience and really feel all of it and then come out the other side. Again, this phoenix rising from the ashes type of medicine. Yeah, guys, lean into it. Enjoy the work. Uncover the symbols. Once again, throughout this Mercury or Venus and Scorpio retrograde cycle, a lot of old patterns, old karmic cycles coming up. And if we can really look deep, especially with Mercury going into Scorpio, our interactions are going to really have a lot of depth with that initiation. So we have all of the cosmic tools to do the work and really uncover some really magical things within our psyche. Enjoy, guys. If you would like to reach out to me for a reading, you are more than welcome to do so. My email will be down below. And if you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a like and a share. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great week, and I will see you in the next video.